Hello everyone, myself Navneet. Today I'm going to explain about the questions of part 1 and some of the ideas related to the topics which are always asked by the examiner towards your speaking part 1. So first of all, I really request to all candidates, please subscribe my channel if you want to get the good band score, because my all videos are reliable and experimented, which I have experimented on my candidates. So please follow my video. Firstly, subscribe my channel and comment on my video if you have a desire in order to complete your worries and doubts which you have. So let's start. Today we will discuss about the topic that is known as a text messaging. Do you like texting? Yes, definitely. Texting messages is always liked by me. As I'm student, sometime when I do not have a time but I want to inform to someone, at that time I love to text the messages towards others. Do you prefer sending and receiving the messages? Definitely. As I mentioned earlier, I'm student. Generally, I do not take the much time in order to call to others for informing someone and for wishing someone during the anniversaries. So at that time, I love to send the message. And when I'm totally busy during my classes, at that time I do not like to like that anyone disturb me by the calling. So at that time I love to receive the text messages. Have you ever received the confusing text message? Yes, it happened 2 months back. At that time, one of my cousins sent me a message. Actually, my cousin was my cousin did at that time. My cousin didn't have a good grammatical skill, so he sent me in order to told me some of the queries and some of the doubts which she had, but I didn't understand because the typing and the spelling were mistaked. There are a lot of mistakes which were committed by my cousin. So at that time it was quite confusing for me. In what circumstances is making a phone call is better? In the case of emergency, rather than sending the message, making a phone call is better, because when we send in the period of emergency, we should call. Like for example, if one of the person who met with an accident, at that time sending the text message is not better rather than calling, because sometime some people read the messages very late. So at that time calling is more important rather than texting the messages. So next topic is sports. Are you interested in sports? Definitely I am interested in sports, because I love to participate in sports. I really like to play the badminton. It is my favorite game. Do you like Ustad, what sports do you like? Numerous type of sports are liked by me. Some of the sports I love to watch, like cricket match. But on the other hand, as I mentioned earlier, basketball or badminton is my favorite sports. So that so these type of sports I love to play. Do most of the people in your country like sports? I think the people who are curious regarding the sports industry, who love to watch the sports and who love to play the sports, the person who have a great enthusiasm regarding the sports, these type of people love the sports. Otherwise, some of the people are also present who do not like the sports. What benefits do you think the sports can bring out? First of all, the physically and mentally benefits also can be seen, because the person can stay fit as a fitter, not only mentally but also physically. Not only this, but also the person can get good name and fame by indulging in the sports, as we have seen in numerous type of cases. Like in the case of Sachin Tendulkar, we can say that he is known as a master blaster in the cricket industry. Because of the great blessing of sports, he achieved many rewards and awards. So that's why we can say that we can also make our career in the sports industry. ਨੈਕਸਟ ਹੈ ਰੀਸਾਈਕਲ. ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਾਫੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟਸ ਨੂੰ, ਸੋ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਈਡੀਆਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਅਪ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਫੋਲੋ ਕਰੋ. ਡੂ ਯੂ ਰੀਸਾਈਕਲ ਐਂਡ ਵਾਈ? Well, I recycle, but I recycle some of the little bit things in order to protect the environment, because it is beneficial in order to reduce the pollution, which is becoming a serious concern in the present scenario. Did you recycle when you were a kid? Well, when I was kid, I didn't have a knowledge regarding the recycling things, so I didn't recycle, or I have never recycled the things since my childhood. What kind of things do you recycle? Well, I recycle some of the plastic bottles, some of the old newspaper. These type of things are always recycled by me because do not have enough knowledge regarding the recycling. Next question, picnic. Did you go on picnic when you were a child? Yes, I went to the picnic with my parents and with my relatives and with my friends also when I was child, because it was a great, it was my laser pursuit to go to the picnic, and I was more curious since my childhood in order to go to the picnic, because in this way I used to rejuvenate my tired mind from the monotonous of my daily routine. How often do you go on picnic now? Well, due to having a hectic schedule, I go to the picnic once in a blue moon. Not only this, but also due to the period of pandemic. I in the present scenario, I really go to the picnic rarely. Next question है अपने को ले, where do you go to the picnic? I go to the picnic to the Bathinda, that is near, that is a district of my village, so it is not far from my hometown, so that's why I love to go there. उस तो बाद है, what is the benefit, what is the difference between picnic and cooking at home? I think a lot of differences can be considered when we differentiate the cooking at home and the picnic. When we go for the picnic, at that time we enjoy the eating of food in the lap of nature, like in the park, in the garden also. On the other hand, when we cook the food, we have to spend and devote a lot of time towards the cooking. At that time we cannot enjoy the food properly. So next topic is list. Do you make the list when you shop? Yes, definitely list is made by me, because in this way I can remember each and everything, and it always save my time. उसके बाद, do you make the list when for your work or study? I make the list for my work as well as my study. Like I make a list of what type of curriculum I should follow, and how I can maintain my test and monthly sessions, how I distribute my curriculum. In the form of list, I always love to distribute my curriculum in order to learn it and make it more innovative and constructive. उसके बाद, why don't some people like making a list? Some of the people who have a great intellectual power, they always love to remember, and they have a sharp due to having a great blessing of the sharp memory. So these type of people do not like to make the list. And on the other hand, some of the people feel burden in order to make the list, and they feel that it is a wastage of time. So that's why this type of people do not like to make the list. Next question, I am meeting a new people. Do you like meeting a new people? Yes, definitely. I'm an extrovert person. I always love to meet the new people whenever I get a chance. How do you feel when people welcome you? I feel over the moon, and I always feel like as a celebrity when anyone welcome to me. How do you often meet the new people? Yes, definitely, as I'm a student, so I usually commute to my academics in order to reach my college by the bus. So at that time I meet regularly to the new strangers. Can you tell if you like someone and when you meet them for the first time, and why? Well, on some extent, as I mentioned earlier, I am an extrovert person. I always love to stay friendly towards others. So it's very easy for convenient for me in order to say to someone, nice to meet you, when I meet to someone. But I in some of the cases when I can't judge the person properly, and I do not like to meet the person, and meeting of the person at that time, it's not my cup of tea. Next question and discussion. What do you like to talk about? I always love to talk about regarding the latest news, like regarding the updations, and I always love to talk about some of the matters which are running in the society always. Have your discussion topics changed since your childhood? Yes, definitely maturity has been gained by me. So that's why my topic has changed since my childhood now. Do you change your opinion frequently? Not frequently, but I love to change my point of view when sometime I feel that I'm wrong. I'm not right, and I'm not confident towards my point of view. At that time, I love to change the point of view. उस तो बाद, do you prefer to talk or listen? Both are preferred by me. Sometimes there is a requirement in order to listen. I always like to hear someone, and there is a situation where there is a great need in order to talk to others. So at that time I love to talk. Next topic है TDness. Are you TD person? Yes, definitely I am TD person because I'm well organized. Do not like to mash the things, and I always like to arrange the things in an apple pie order. How do you keep the things TD? I always like to arrange the things in the sequence order in the form of in an apple pie order, so that I can maintain the TDness around me. Do you think people should be TD all the time? I think it's not possible for the people to stay TD all time, but most of the time people should devote towards showing the TDness, because it is more important in order to stay neat and clean. And it always, because TDness always bring the positivity towards others. Are you tidier at work or home? Both. As I'm student, I love to arrange my books, and I love to clean my tables where I sit in the class. And on the other hand, in my personal life, I love to arrange the things like in the kitchen, in an apple pie order, in my room. I always love to clean everything, and I always love to keep my house spick and span. Next topic है gift. What's the best present and gift you have ever received? Best gift and present, I think the money bank, which I have received on my 8th birthday from my grandmother. The most precious thing about that, it is a great memory of my grandmother, because my grandmother is no more. Not only this, but also I have learned how to save the money, and how value of money and sense of saving money also I have been learned from this money bank. Do you give the expensive gift? No, I have never given the expensive gift to anyone, because as I'm student, I do not have enough money in order to give the expensive gift to the others. What do you give others as a gift? I always love to give the gift which always complete the requirement of the people, and according to the necessary and needs of the person, I love to give the gift to someone. What kind of gifts are popular in your country? Numerous type of gifts can be considered which are popular in my country, especially the electronic gadgets, which can be seen in the present scenario, and they also have gained a great popularity as a gift. So in this way, different type of gifts can be seen among the people. If we are talking about the children, they are more curious regarding the video games. They are also come under the electronic gadgets. Teenagers are also more curious in order to take a gift like as a mobile phone, laptops, in these terms. Adults are more curious in order to take a gift which are valuable for them, and old people are more curious in order to take a gift which always give them the great relaxation, like the amplifiers where they have a religious songs, because they are not techno savvy. In this way they can pass their time in the innovative and constructive way. Not only this, but also the old people love to take some of the instruments which always give them the sigh of relief from their physical pain and mental pain also. So these type of gift can be seen has gained a great popularity among the people. सो इस तरीके दे नाल ये सारे क्वेश्चनस जिहड़े मैं तुहानूं डिस्कस कीते हैं, अगर फिर भी किसी टॉपिक दे रिलेटेड तुहानूं लगदा है कि इस टॉपिक रिलेटेड सानूं नॉलेज नहीं हैगी, प्लीज़ कमेंट ऑन माई वीडियो सो दैट आई कैन कंप्लीट योर डाउट्स. I can also give you some of the other ideas. In this way you can get the fruitful results in upcoming days. So अगर सब नूं मेरी वीडियो वधिया लगी तो प्लीज़ लाइक ज़रूर करियो. Thank you so much.